instead of dealing with my issues head on, I try to, find different things to cope, to get by, to give me a moment of happiness for a second.
What's up, homies? Follow me at TrejosWorld on Instagram. Check me out between videos, see what I'm posting, say what's up. I might follow you back too. But then again, maybe I won't. But then again, maybe I will.
Hey, what's up, everybody? What's up, my cochinos and cochinas? Welcome back to another video. Today, I wanted to get a little bit serious. I wanted to tell you guys, I don't know, not a story time, but tell you guys some stuff that's going on in my life that maybe you can or can't relate to. But we're going to call this real talk, all right? So today I got some Subway on deck, as you've seen in the thumbnail. It's a Subway wrap. I'm going to show you guys how to make it keto style. Some of you may or may not have been concerned because yesterday's video I said the end, meaning I'm quitting after day 17. Well, today's day 18 and I'm not quitting. I'm going to keep moving forward. But let me let you know why I considered quitting or why I'm having such a hard time right now, as some of you may be wondering about, all right? But before we do that, let me show you how you do a low-carb wrap. You get your favorite low-carb tortilla. For me, these are called cauliflower egg wraps. They're crepinis. I'm not exactly sure the brand name. I think it might be crepini, but I got them from Costco. It tore off here at the end, but either way, this is what it looks like. This is 2 of them. They're very thin. It's about 60 calories, no carbs. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to take the wrap that Subway made for me, and I'm going to open it up, right? As you see here, this is what I'm going to do. Maybe I should have put it over first. So I'm pretty much just going to, like that. Then I'm going to open it up. And the reason I did it this way instead of getting one of their bowls, Subway, if you're watching this, don't hate on me, but it's because it's cheaper. Like, you get one of their bowls, it's like $10. You got to pay the footlong price. So I'm like, well, let me just get a wrap, and you know what I mean, just get just as much. So Subway, like I said, is probably gonna watch this, catch up on it, and then start hating. But if not, then that's good. Let some of us. There ain't that many people that's gonna do this anyways. You know what I mean? So let me get the guacamole, the aguacate. I don't know. It's sticking to the wrap, so that's why it was hard. So now look, there, you got a wrap. It's not as pretty, and I don't even think this thing will contain it without ripping. But hey, we damn sure will try, won't we? So let me go ahead and see. Yeah, it's probably not gonna, like I said, be as secure, but we do what we can on keto, right? Yeah, it's definitely falling apart. So yeah, you may want the bowl, but if you're willing to put a little effort, then it's not as hard to get your sandwich in without the bread or the tortilla. This has turkey, bacon, guacamole, ranch, cheese, I think cheese, lettuce, tomato, and onion. But I got no onion on mine. So, I want to talk to you guys today about stress eating. If you guys struggle with stress eating, hit that like button. Comment below. And just say, I feel you, homie. For those of you that don't understand it, I will do my best to explain it to you. But yes, that was guacamole. So sue me. I got napkins, don't worry. Keeping it clean. Anyway, so stress eating is, by the way, I cleared out the wrap. Gonna toss the wrap. Don't need that in my system. So I continue keeping it keto and working on my health. So stress eating is when you feel stressed and you find something in the form of food or drink, either stress drinking, to try to fulfill the emptiness or the hurt or the pain or the stress that you're feeling. So for me, for example, I'm gonna put myself out there. I'm not able to see my daughter, my 10-year-old, as often right now because of the stuff that's going on in this world. I don't want to say it and get demonetized, but the craziness going on in this world. So I can't get her as often because I live in a high risk household, meaning there's people who will be affected by too much of the going back and forth, living in two different households. We do things totally different. So in order to keep my family here safe, I have to sacrifice time with my 10-year-old temporarily, but it still affects me because, I mean, a lot of you may or may not know, I see my 10-year-old practically every single weekend since she's been born. There have been periods where I was living a little bit further away and I would see her maybe once a month, but when I saw her that once a month, I kept her for like 3 weeks at a time, so I made up for the time lost. So I'm having a very tough time. It's kind of eating away at me. I'm a little heartbroken, I ain't gonna lie. My heart hurts for my 10-year-old. Like I said, it's not the end of the world. It probably, this period that I'm going through right now maybe will only last like a month, and then things will get back to normal, and there'll be more frequent visits. But that's eating away at me, and the fact that it's eating away at me, it makes me want to eat. It makes me want to eat junk food and candy and pizza, like real pizza with crust and ranch, and just stuff it down and try to, I don't know, like it's like like I'm hurting, so I'm gonna hurt myself more. Some of you know what that is, some of you don't. Some of you may see it as weakness. I'll say it's a weakness, of mine that I have, that instead of dealing with my issues head on, I try to, find different things to cope, to get by, to give me a moment of happiness for a second, just a moment of relief, like, I feel good. But the only problem is, I'll tell you what the problem is. So before I get to that, let me tell you what happened. I get into my car earlier, right? I get into my car with full intentions to sabotage myself, to give up on keto, to go get a 7-Eleven pizza, because it's only like $5. To go get a 7-Eleven pizza, ranch, probably chips, some candy. As I'm heading to my car, I'm thinking to myself, I'm going through this stuff right now, and my solution is to make things worse. Keto, whether you believe it or not, is helping me refrain from a lot of damaging foods like candy and chips and soda. I don't think all carbs are bad. In fact, I know not all carbs are bad. But for someone like me, I guess it could be it could be just something that I need to temporarily limit in order to help me in the long run. So I told myself, okay, so you're going to do the same old thing that you do every time, huh? You're going to do the same thing you always do. Just go eat some food, feel good for like a minute or two, then you'll feel full, then you'll feel bad. Then I started thinking like long term. What is this going to do to me long term? I'm going to be on dialysis one day. I'm going to have further feet issues because one of my feet already has some issues. I'm not sure if it's plantar fasciitis or if it's some other issue going on. But I could just, think of myself just getting heavier and making my life worse. Like, do I want to make my life worse? Or do I want to improve my life? When you're going through something, it really makes you feel like I'm hurting or someone else is hurting, so I don't deserve to feel good. I don't deserve to improve myself because things are bad right now, so they need to just be completely bad. When in reality, we need to take care of ourselves because in the long run, what we're doing today is going to matter in 10 years, especially when you're my age. I'm 38. It's going to matter when I'm 48. I can't keep doing the same old thing. And look, I'm not saying I'll never struggle again. I can't say I'll never give in. But I'll take each success for what it's worth. I'll celebrate each success. I'm thankful that I didn't give in. I'm thankful that I went to Subway and bought the wrap. Even if I ate it with the wrap on it, it's still a way better choice than going and eating 4 slices of 7-Eleven pizza, candy, and chips. I don't want to continue hurting myself, man. I don't want to continue ruining my health. I'm trying my best here, and I'm trying to put my heart out to you guys and let you guys know that I really struggle. That I'm not perfect. I'm not strong yet when it comes to nutrition. And yes, in the past, I lost 170 pounds by, counting calories and trying to improve the way I ate and walking. I was walking like an hour a day, and then I eventually started lifting. And yes, I did that, but I couldn't sustain it. I eventually gave up and became weak and, went through things and started drinking way too much and eating way too much. So with that said, I struggle with stress eating, and my problems that I had before I decided I wanted to eat that stuff is still here, but I do feel a little bit better. I feel a little bit better knowing that I'm working on myself, that my 10-year-old, though she may not be able to see me as much right now, that when she does see me, she's going to have a better dad, a healthier dad. That's what I got to look forward to. That's what I got to remember. It's hard. If you're struggling with keto, I get it. But you got to remember why you started. Do you guys want to know why I started? Well, I can give you a few reasons. One reason is I want to lose weight, right? But why do I want to lose weight? It goes beyond that. Be perfectly honest, my reasons I don't want to deal with the consequences of being this heavy later on. I wish I would have handled it earlier, which I did, but I wish I would have stuck with it, but I didn't, and here we are, and I can't dwell on the past. With that said, I want to ensure that the last years of my life, the last 40 years of my life, not saying I'm dying at 80, who knows, maybe sooner, maybe later, but the last parts of my life aren't spent suffering. Granted, I'll go through some pain. I'm sure I'll go through some things, but to put myself in a position for failure isn't ideal. One thing I like about the keto diet is it keeps me away from a lot of things that damage your body. Sugar damages the body. I believe it damages your vision over time. I believe it damages your nerves. I believe it creates a lot of issues. And like I said, I don't believe all carbs are bad, but the way I eat carbs is bad. The way I eat carbs is bad. It's not like when I eat carbs, I'm eating broccoli and whole grain this, whole grain that. Nah. I'm eating whole flour, white flour tortillas. I'm eating tortilla chips. I'm eating, like I said, candy and chips. I'm eating all the bad shit. French fries. So, this works for me right now. I'd like to do it long term. And another reason is because from the research I've done, the keto diet or a low carb diet tends to help lower blood pressure a lot more efficiently than other ways of eating. I also believe, I think I've done some research that said that the vegan diet does that too, but the keto diet is more fitting to my lifestyle than a vegan diet ever would be. So, that's what I'm doing, and I'm enjoying this delicious wrap. with this egg and cauliflower wrap. I don't taste much of a difference at all. Still delicious. I hope you guys enjoyed this talk. Real talk with Trejo, or real talk stress eating. I know some of you guys want to see mukbangs and hear story times and funny story times, and I like doing them, but sometimes I mean, shoot, I got a lot of serious stuff going on in my life and I'm trying to change my life. I guess you can either appreciate it or you can't. Thanks for watching the video. Subscribe if you'd like to. I hope you enjoyed the video and I hope it helped you. See you guys next time.